Hi to all the AAA students. I am Punya Agarwal, ACC affiliate, co-founder of Being ACCA. In this video, I will be discussing some of the last tips for you people for March 25 attempt. Since only approximately a week is left for your final paper, I know that you might be confused and might be all over here and there, thinking what to do next, how to proceed, how to go ahead. So just a few tips which you should definitely keep in mind before in this particular week specifically. So I would say that, right now your core priority should be revision of the entire syllabus so that you are thorough with the entire syllabus. You know the syllabus so that you are able to better write your answers as well, right? So that should be a core priority. Revision for, I would say, two to three things I would mention. One is your standards. The IFRSs and the IAS, they're very, very important for AAA students, especially because it is a professional paper. You have professional marks as well. I know some of the tutors and the mentors say that, standards are not really important, they waste your time, etc. But personally, I do not believe so, because your entire audit paper is just based on the standards, right? Whatever you're explaining in audit risk, substantive procedures, etc., they are all based upon a standard, right? So if you do not know the name and the number, the correct name and the number of the standard, it can create little issue in the paper. Of course, there are no direct marks for it, but then again, professional marks are included within that. So I think that is one area that you should focus upon. There are not a lot of standards which are regularly tested in AAA, so there are few of the standards which you can revise, and I think you will be good to go with them. If you want, I have also curated a PDF which contains some of the commonly asked standards, so you can check that out from the link in the bio of Being ACCA Instagram account. That is one thing. Second area that you have to revise is your knowledge based questions, because they are equally important. I know in AAA we usually get lesser of the knowledge based questions, but if they come, for example, if I talk about ISQM1, that is one area which I think is commonly tested, quality management, all of these areas, and if they come for straight 7-8 marks, right? And if you accumulate the entire paper, they account for at least 10 to 15% of your entire paper. So I think that are again little easy marks to grab, because you have already seen those questions before. I hope that you have also practiced them before, so it becomes easier to write your answers in the final exam and score the best marks that you can score in the knowledge based questions. So I have personally seen a lot of students taking it for granted and not doing the knowledge based questions, simply thinking that we know it, ye to aata hai. But when till the time that you do not practice, aapko nahi pata chalega that you actually know it or not. So revision of the knowledge based questions, revision of the IFRSs are really important, and then revision of the entire syllabus in general as well. That is really important for the better preparation. That should be a priority. Now revision, I can tell you 2 to 3 sources from where you can do your revision. One is, I would say, webinars on YouTube. There are tutors who do webinars. In those webinars, they revise the syllabus, they teach you the topic as well, and they also solve some questions. So revision can be done from that. If you have any notes or any sorts of that, you can also revise from them. And then past papers, after you are in this timeline, you should be doing past papers. They're really very important, and do not do the previous, like 2008 2009 past papers. They are of no do the latest past paper that you have. Start from the September December 24 past paper and go backwards maximum till 2020 for this period. I'm not talking about, you can go to 2018, but I don't think so that you have the time to do so. So again, the past papers are really important, because they actually tell you that what kind of questions are coming nowadays in the paper, right? Because paper is constantly changing. They include something, they decrease something on the other lines. So you have to be a little more updated, I would say, with the type of questions that are being asked in the final exam. Then I would say examiner reports are again really very important, and not just reading the examiner report. You know what I'm saying, that if you read the examiner reports, आपके दिमाग में कुछ बैठेगा नहीं है till the time that you actually make short notes out of it. Because if you do not know, examiner reports is a way of examiner, that how they are communicating with you. For example, when you attempt September December 24 paper, there's an examiner report also, in which the examiner has clearly stated all of the common mistakes the students do, what should not be done, what should be done, all of those things. So once you make smaller notes out of it, you will be getting to know that, okay, this is something I was missing out, or this is something जो मैं भी करता हूँ या करती हूँ in the mistakes aspect. And then you can finally, once you revise those notes again, you in the final exam you will, if you get the same question, for example if you get the question of ISQM1 and pehle aapne koi galti kari thi usme, now you have written down the notes and now you in your subconscious mind you know that ki ye maine pehle galti kari thi, I do not have to repeat in the final paper. It will be very good situation. So again, making notes out of the exam reports are equally important for your revision. Then I would say next important thing to do in this particular week is your technical articles. In professional level, technical articles are really important. You have your sustainability reporting portion, you have IUSKM 1 portion, IUSKM 2 portion. These portions have been arriving in the paper quite often nowadays. So again, we cannot miss on the technical articles, that has to be covered. So technical articles are equally important. You do not have to learn anything out of that actually. Again, you can simply follow the same approach which I told about the exam reports, is making the short notes out of the technical articles. That is another area. Now again, for AAA I would say that your mock is really important, because your 100% of the paper is subjective, right? So doing a full-fledged mock under time conditions is really very, very important for you to be able to understand that are you able to complete the paper in timed manner, like within the time limit? Are you able to solve it nicely? Are you able to write your answers? Because sometimes what happens is we get blanked out. Ki question pada, requirement pada, and then we're not able to gauge how do we start our answer. So once you have done a full-fledged mock, it will actually give you a mirror image as to how have you prepared for the final paper as well. So I always say attempt mock and also send it for evaluation, either by your tutor or by your mentor, anybody who can evaluate and give you a constructive feedback, so that you can work upon that and do not do the same mistakes in the final paper as well. I also at Being SSA provide the mock evaluation service, so if you want you can also enroll for the same. So mock in general, I'm saying that mock is really important. And two things I want to mention is, one is all the experiments in terms of the sequence that you want to do. Like some of the students say that, ma'am, shall I start with question number 2 and question number 3 and then I can come to the question number 1, or shall I first start in the sequence? What sequence should I follow? I always say, personally, if you ask me, I always say that you always go into the sequence, because it just becomes easy कि आप first question करो, second करो, third करो, rather than like पहले third question को navigate करा, then second पे गए, then first पे, becomes little messy. So personally, my opinion is go in the same sequence, but test that in the mock itself, so that you know that is it working for you or no, right? So if it is working, very good, but do not do the experiment in the final paper. It will cause you a huge problem. It can actually cause you a huge problem in the final paper. That is one thing. Second thing is that sometimes because we are curious, and when we receive the question paper, we tend to read the entire question 1, 2 and 3 simultaneously, because we want to know what are questions are being asked in question number 3 as well, right? But that, I think that is a big mistake that students do, that the reading last question or the second question with basically the question that you're not attempting, because of course there can be a scenario that you do not know a particular question, then you'll keep overthinking ki uska answer kya hoga, how do I attempt that? Or maybe if you know it, you'll back of your mind, you're attempting question number 1 wherein your 100% should be there, but you're still thinking about the other question jo aapko nahi aata hai, probably and then you're framing the answer, right? So we do not want our diversion of the focus to be there. So do not read the questions jo aage aaye hain, read only the question that you're attempting, and I think you'll be good to go. So that is all that you should be doing. And time management is again very important, because it is a professional paper. So time has to be managed. I have already curated a separate video wherein I've explained everything about time management. You can check that video out as well. Another thing, because it is professional paper, you have 20 professional marks as well. Now I personally believe that these 20 marks are for free, because technically you do not have to do anything extra for it. Just what you're already writing, you have to write it really nicely, right, in the quality aspect and in the presentation aspect, all of those. So I believe that these 20 marks are actually for free, right? So just make sure that you are following the communication really well. Your answer, if I'm reading the answer, I'm able to just understand it really well without thinking too much about it, or trying to understand the answer. I should just read and understand your answer. That's one thing. Presentation, formatting, to, from, date, subject, materiality paragraph is really important. Writing conclusion is really important. Not writing chunky paragraphs, writing short paragraphs to explain your pointers is really again important. So all of these form a part of your answer, form part of your professional marks. And even your, if you're showing analysis, ratios, numericals, comparing all of the numericals, that again increases the chances of you getting the professional marks. So all of this was there. Just do this and I think you will be good to go with the final paper. Do let me know if you face any doubts, any questions in the comment down below, or you can also DM us on our Instagram page, which is @beingacca. And all the very best for your March 25 attempt.